Yo, what up, C10 Nation? This is Ronnie from C10 Talk. C10 Talk is one of those podcast things. We talk C10 trucks, tech, and people. That's right, people. Because it's the people that make the scene so rad-ass. The trucks are cool, but the people are cooler. You can check out the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, c10talk.com, and anywhere else you listen to your favorite podcasts. Thanks for checking out our latest video and being part of the C10 Nation.
Big Ten Bowman has Palo, Sam's little square body, Castronova, so he's going to do some burnouts. They're going to put new tires on it, so let's see what happens. It's going to have fun. So I got my son, he's got a drone right here, and then we put a little GoPro on the side, see how it does. All right, here we go. Still pretty good. Is it still leaking? What happens when you had an all-nighter at the bar? Smells good.
It goes around pretty good.
Yeah. Now if we get pulled over on the way home, they'll be like, "You been drinking?"
No, the truck has.
Yeah, the truck has. He's got a drinking problem like Yellowstone.
Just in time.
Yeah, what's he doing?
I don't know.
He heard all the commotion.
It does it pretty good.
Yeah, he freaking looks good, dude.
Anybody want a drink?
Oh, the camera fell off. Sammy style. I love that seat, houndstooth. They did take this all the way to LST. I think freaking kicked ass, dude. That's the Bowman special.
Besides scuffing the white walls, that's how much the box of the tire moves. Kicked it over into the box. But look at their old edge. Oh yeah.
Brittle.
And they're all freaking feathered. Hey.
Sorry. It's got the AccuAir down there, that flip up, flip down's nice. He's got a Syndicate cluster on here, a little shorter, and then he's got the Syndicate gauges too. It's on a chopping block chassis.
You can see the front tires locked up a few times.
Oh yeah.
Kind of good around.
Well, it almost sounded like it was tapping the box at the same time.
It was.
Yeah, I figured that's kind of what you were worried about. The guy's just sitting over there. Taylor, how'd it do? Almost as good as the little green truck? All right, guys. Let's see if Bowman wants to go out again. Palo. So I came back by and I thought I'd get some specs on this thing. The coolest thing is Sam and Jason, they made it look more like an old GM crate motor, but it's actually an LS motor. So go ahead, Jason.
So the base motor is an LM7. It's a 5.3. I did a small cam in it. It has the Holley single plane intake setup on it. I did a 4-barrel throttle body, which I adapted all the factory sensors to. So it has a factory TPS, it has a factory IAC motor, and I did a 1-inch carb spacer to try and get more plenum volume, because the problem with doing this style setup on an LS is you don't have any plenum volume. So the more volume you have between the throttle body and the valves of air, the better it's going to run. So
you can kind of see the spacer there.
Yeah, just kind of hides under there. And then we did we did some tricky little items on it.
The fuel rail system.
Yep. So it's got a faux fuel pump down here on the side. Obviously, most of us know that there's no fuel pump drive on an LS, so it's just a dummy. But the fuel line coming up is actually the fuel line feeding the fuel rail. And then the distributor on the back. Obviously, there's no distributor on the back of an LS, but the wires do pass through it, and they go to the coils that are tucked behind the heads.
Yeah, it's super cool. And you used stock manifolds?
Stock truck manifolds.
You could see it as chopping block, chassis.
Yeah, stock radiator fans.
Stock 4-core radiator.
Yep.
How about the steering? That's always a fun one. Was that already notched?
Yeah, I had to deepen the notch a little bit in the frame for the steering to pass, but
you had to go a little deeper.
It's got a Syndicate series column in it.
Yeah, which was super cool. Shortened it. Obviously, you've got the coil, the way he did it, the distributor. So super cool. I just thought I'd kind of give you guys a little view of the heartbeat of this thing and attach that to the video.
You just see a little wetness down here from me doing donuts the other day. I just pissed off the steering, so that's all that is.
You know, Sam took this thing all the way to Texas and back. So we LST, eastbound and down to the throwdown, no problems. Thing ran like a champ. And I was just talking to Sam, and he was like, man, I want to be back in my truck. So pretty cool. But I thought I'd give you a little motor shot and kind of break it down. It does have the Diamondback Classics and the Kragers. That's what Sam's putting new on it. He had the interior completely done. Fat Lucky did that thing with the houndstooth, which is super cool. Fun truck. And then we showed you how the exhaust comes out. It's missing a flap on this side. Now the beer keg, everything is charged, it's empty now, but it does, a little bit.
Just a little.
You can see where we got some beer on it the other day. And that's all piped over here, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is cool too. Jason gave him this tailgate. I love this thing. It kind of makes the truck and completes the truck. Find this clean little GMC tailgate. Fits right in there and looks perfect.
And my buddy Lawson Spears gave that to me, and so I just gave it to Sam. Pretty
so
cool.
You guys have it piped up. So over here, put the keg in, CO2, charge it up, and you've got some beers. So super cool little get up.
There's the flapper on that one still.
Round two. Sun went down a little bit. We're gonna have a little bit better, less shadowing, or I should say just the brightness. So the cul-de-sac looks a little bit better. Reposition the GoPro and on the side, and we're gonna see how it does. It was fun. It looks pretty cool. See what you think. I had to hook my foot. That was fun. Thanks, Sammy, for letting us tear the wheels off Palo, and Bowman for doing what you do. You guys can listen to the latest pods, c10talk.com. Follow us on Instagram. Obviously, we're on iTunes as well. Thanks for checking out the video. If you like it, hit subscribe and leave us a comment. Let us know how we're doing. New pod will be out next week. Late.